So your money's being a little funny. Well, I've got good news and I've got bad news. The bad news is that sucks. The good news is God is good. Our car engine just went completely out. When something like that happens, it's a huge expensive repair and it's really stressful to think about. What are we going to do? That was our main driver. I want to share a story of when God did something that I felt like was impossible in a time where money was really tight, and how that has launched into this whole new crazy area of faith for me. Now, I always do this one thing every time money gets funny and there's something that I feel like we really need. Back in 2021, God was impressing me to move back to Oklahoma. My dad was going through a second round of cancer treatment. He was going through radiation. I still have young siblings at home and I knew my family was going to need help. So God was calling me to go back to Oklahoma and I was feeling really frustrated about it. Like, I do know that my family needs help and I'm very happy to help them, but like, this feels a little defeating. Like, I just moved to Texas again and I'm getting settled here and now you want me to move back. I was like, okay, God, I'm going to ask something from you. I asked God to bring me a house that I could rent that was under $850 a month, because that was the top dollar that I could possibly afford. That was kind of impossible to find a house that you could rent at that price. Not only that, but I asked God that it would have wooden floors, that it would have windows, that it would have 2 bedrooms so I could have a bedroom and an office, that it would have a kitchen that I actually want to cook in, that it would be a cozy space where I could host, that it would have storage for me to work on projects, and that it would have a yard. Lo and behold, I'm praying for this for like 2-3 months. Lo and behold, God delivers. Ask and the door shall be opened. So now, with our car being out, you know what I'm doing? I'm making an SUV prayer request. And I'm putting down every feature that I want to ask God for in the car that He's going to provide us. And I already believe that it's going to happen because God has done this so many times since that house story. And that house story was the beginning of it. And it changed everything with the way that I bring my request to God. Money ain't nothing to God. And yet we spend all this time so worked up about it. I'm making a list and I'm giving exact things. God, I'd love to have a car with 6+ seats in it. God, I'd love to get at least 17 miles per gallon. Ideally, 20 miles per gallon, which I know is kind of rare for an SUV. I'd love to have a 7,000 to 8,000 towing capacity, less than 60K miles on it, reliable and good condition, including the tires, non-smoking car, spacious interior, it would be affordable, and that we would receive that car around or before June or July of this year. I know it's hard to trust God sometimes when things go crazy and you're like, why did you let this happen? But I want to encourage you that He loves you and He cares about you and He wants to bless you and He wants to favor you. So don't be afraid to ask Him, no matter how big, no matter how small. And don't be afraid to get specific. Because let me tell you, when God opened the doors for me to have that house to rent, it was one of the biggest blessings of my life during that time. And I am so grateful that He did that. And now it's a testimony that I can share with all of you.